3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Candice.
Hey, I'm LaShonda.
I was about to say,
You good? You good? What's happening? What's happening? What song it is that go like that?
I don't know, I can't remember.
I was a Soldier Boy. He said, it ain't Soldier Boy. Like, what's happening? What's happening?
What's food? That was what song that is. We can't never remember. Anyway, so we had a blast this weekend.
We're gonna post it. Our like a collage of activities.
Yes, it should already be on our page. So it will be up there soon, if not. But yeah, we had a great weekend. What did y'all do this weekend? Because we had fun. So we went to. Here we go, Sean.
So let's preface this. So Ken listen to several different podcasts. The only podcast that I listen to, of course, is our podcast, and then I also listen to the Straight from the Heart Plastic Cup Boys podcast. Candice likes listening to
A lot
of podcasts. One of them is
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
and
Here's another banger for you.
and
Here's
it's
another one. Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Here's another one. Yeah. Here's another banger for you. For you. With my boy Kevonstage and Thatchickangel.
so that's the podcast she likes to listen to. The title of it again, let's just say the title because I think they missed it in the plethora of unruly notes that was just delivered to them.
Those are fantastic.
And it wasn't.
Those were great notes.
And
They
it
were
wasn't.
majestical notes. Anyway,
The name of the podcast is called,
here's the thing.
and it features Kevonstage and Thatchickangel.
You gotta sing her name because that's how she always do it.
Yes.
But
So
they're great. I absolutely adore them.
yes. So they were. I saw on TikTok one day that they were actually coming to Atlanta. So I was like, Ken, they come to Atlanta, and of course, that's all I said. She's like, I'm coming.
Because I love their show. I watch it all the time. And I'll be like, these are my cousins.
So we
'Cause,
went to the show.
We went to the show. But it's just so great. I just love them, their whole group of friends. They're very inspiring, very inspirational. They're cool how they literally just talk on their podcast. They just talk. They just be hanging out and be like, okay, here's what we got on the docket. Y'all wanted to talk about XYZ, and this is what we gonna talk about. And then they talk about it and kind of joke and have fun with it. Like, what are we trying to do? I feel like we need to kind of rein it in a little bit because our little squirrel brains just be all over the place.
It be squirreling. The squirrel be squirreling.
We're learning, and sometimes you have to watch folks to learn. So.
Well, this is the thing that I like about them is that they started out much like me and Ken, who both had jobs, or Kevin State did. What Angel job was?
Angel, she used to just be like regular, but then it was like she knew she wanted to be an actress, so she moved to LA. So her goal is acting, which she is a fantabulous.
So, but Kevonstage, he was a regular smuggler guy who worked for the airplane, and he just and so he at work he was like, I don't feel like doing this, and he would do his side passion at work. Honey, how many of us are guilty? Raise your hand. And so that's what he used to do. And so that's why I think it's so inspiring for both of us because we both
like,
do the same.
We understand.
We was like, maybe we should move to LA, Ken. Maybe that's the piece that we're missing. Maybe that's the piece that we're missing.
Move to LA.
I'm moving, honey. I'm leaving. And I'm moving.
I want to leave in LA.
You do or don't?
I don't. It don't seem appealing to me. It seems like it's slightly worse than Atlanta with traffic and everything. Yeah. I could be wrong.
I think people always talk about the traffic being just like horrendous, and Atlanta's traffic is pretty horrendous.
Like, they got hour-long radio shows or like a whole radio thing in the afternoon just to get people home. Because it's just like, you're going to be in the car, so you might well listen to us.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe that's the piece we need. We need to move to LA.
Maybe move to LA, huh? LA, we coming for ya. We're coming for ya.
I think, though, with our lifestyle is just a little different. Like, for them, that can be their whole focus. And that's it. For us, we got other things that have to take top billing.
Right. Priority. But, I mean, I think that's still that. But I still admire the wanting to pursue your passion. I still admire it. Passion.
It's just like they were just like, I don't like this life. It gotta be more to it. Let me figure out what else it is to it. Yes. And they're like doing it. Like their show won NAACP Award. Best Podcast. Thatchickangel won the person for I can't remember.
Also, who was the runners in it? Who was the people in it? NAACP Award. Who was a runner? Get my phone. I could Google it.
I can't remember. We need a producer.
We say this.
No, wait. We are the producers. We need an assistant.
Is that what we need?
Yeah, because we produce the show. Oh. So I think that's what a producer. First of all, we need to learn these terminologies. Talking about some going to Hollywood and LA.
Yeah, we need to learn what is what we call ourselves. Right. First of all,
my hand is not a true toy.
Okay, so let's see. NAACP Image Awards. Okay, Image Awards. Let's see who was the nominees. It's taking me a minute. Y'all just bear with me. Okay, so Entertainer of the Year was Coleman Domingo, Fantasia Barrino, Halle Bailey, Kiki Palmer, and Usher. Okay, motion picture, we got a lot of them.
Wait, no. She's the best. She won the internet personality.
Okay, so let's go down to that. So let's go down to that part because that's what we want to know. Because there's a lot of people. I think Fantasia won her part, or didn't she? It's gonna be back noise with you.
That's okay. They see the dog. They know she's playing.
Let's see.
That's Paisley. If y'all didn't know.
Ooh, Paisley, and Paisley about
knocked her head.
Paisley about to have a whole concussion.
You okay? Oh my god!
Good gracious!
She just doped my head on the thing. Anyways, sorry.
Costume and makeup stunt. Okay, social media personality. Angel Moore, who's Angel? Drewski, Keith Lee. Oh, Keith Lee was on here, Lene Vanee, and Terrell Grice.
Oh, yeah.
Who's Terrell? I don't know Terrell.
The guy with the blue background. He always been playing games with the celebrities.
Oh, the one that he had to sing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they had pretty good people, and Angel won it. I like Keith Lee though, honey. Keith Lee be calling uproars when he goes, honey. Let Keith Lee come to your city and watch how the restaurant snap in place instantly.
Because Atlanta learned, they listen.
Honey, and that's what you like Keith Lee, and Keith Lee did nothing to y'all but tell y'all that the food ain't good and that y'all customer service is for the birds. The food can be good. The food is good depending on where you go, but the customer service is for the birds. Is what Keith Lee done told y'all.
For example, we had to do an event before we went to the show, right?
Yeah.
And I went into this coffee.
We did a pop-up. We sell products, and so we went to a pop-up.
Yeah, we went to a pop-up. And we were selling out there. Y'all should come and see us at our next one. Come through. Anyways, went to this coffee shop, and I was trying to explain to her how I like my coffee. Because here in Leesburg, it's this restaurant called Temp. Cute little coffee shop, but they make this thing called an upside down, where it's like they put your espresso shot on the top, so it just kind of it seeps through all the cream and all that stuff, and it kind of it mixes really nice, and it be really yummy, and I like it. So I was trying to explain That's what I want. The girl at the register was sweet as pie. She was trying to get what I wanted. Because I was like, do y'all have something like that? I know it sounds crazy, but it's called an upside down for this reason. So the girl who made the coffees come out and she's like, no, espresso shots come on the bottom. And I was like, the girl shouldn't take it down a notch. Like, I understand that, but
watch me whip, turn it down.
But what I'm saying is, I want it reversed. Well, it's not gonna just sit on top. I'm like,
no, genius.
It's a liquid. It's gonna go through. But I like it how everything just mixed together because you put it on top, it just sink through. Well, everything's a liquid. It's gonna mix together anyway. I was like, good. Me and her having a discussion. I'm trying to tell you the drink I want. I should have walked that in. But I was just like,
you know what I would do? I would say, can I get a cup, please? When she got you, I said, can I get an empty cup? And while she said, I would have just mixed it. Put the top on there and walked out. Because you can't do this.
So it's just, and the coffee was nasty. And I was very disappointed.
She probably did a nasty on purpose. First of all, the cup was like this big. And she only had this much in there. Like, it was like half. And I was like, she was like, yeah, how like this cup is.
I was so mad. Customer service is trash. But anyways, they learned because Keith Lee. But anywho, all that aside, see, went off on a tangent. The show was great. We did our pop-up event. Then afterwards, we came home and did a Wonder Woman spin, and we got ready for the show. We put up a story time and to tell y'all something about ourselves. So go watch that. Watch our story time. It's something that happened to us when we were kids.
Yes.
And it's funny. I still feel some type of way about it. But
I don't know why.
It was funny.
I don't know why.
Because my friend was laughing at me.
Honey,
she left that detail
hysterically. Okay, let's tell them. I was laughing hysterically.
She left that detail out because she made it sound like she was just supporting. It was just like, okay, it's gonna be okay. You don't have to cry. And she back there,
honey, because I was like, who listens to these little children, honey? Who listens to the babies when you're a baby? Listen to those always.
This is my friend.
So we went to the show and we got there on time.
This is my friend.
Which is another great thing, accomplishment for both of us.
Got there on time.
But this is how we got there on time. Because what happened was Ken said to me, Shonda, the show starts at 7. And she said, but they open doors at 6:30. So we was like, okay, if we leave out the door at 6, with traffic, and it was already like a 23-minute drive. We was like, okay, that whatever traffic, parking, get there, we can get there right at 6:30. So we left at 6.
And we got there at like 6:36.
6:30, yeah.
But it was mainly because we were trying to park in a parking deck.
Yes, that was so long. So then we get there, and so we get there. We was like, so we not running in, but we walking in because we like, okay, it's start at 7. So by the time we walk in, we was like, okay, it's gonna be 7. Then we say, oh, let's go get something to eat right quick or snack before we sit down because it's going to start in probably like 5 minutes at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And in 5 minutes, they just start doing like a little interlude, trying to get the audience engaged. And so Ken say, oh, it starts at 7:30. So this whole time, we sit here rushing around. And it started at 7:30, not at 7. The doors opened at 6:30, like I think we thought it did.
Yes.
But y'all, and this is a side note that I want to say as well. So we was in the line, and they said, you only have a small little purse. I have a small purse, Can't have a small purse. But I think because I had like a little metal on my purse, when I walked through, it buzzed. I didn't have nothing, of course, in my pockets. Nothing in my purse really other than my cards and my cell phone.
She had to get you.
Ken got into the express line that she could just go ahead through. I had to go through like the extra check, whatever. So there was a lady behind me. She was like, why do we have to, because they already looked in your purse anyway. Why do we have to go through this line? And I was like, I think because it's probably something that's on your bag that, buzz and it just, do an extra check. This don't make no sense. So the lady in front of me, I guess she had heard enough. The lady didn't say too much, but she had heard enough nonetheless. She turned around and she was like, I don't care how long they check my bag and how long they check anybody else's bag. As long as I'm in here and I'm safe and nobody don't get shot up.
Boom.
And so, honey, she said that she turned around and I looked and I said, because that's what I was trying to get you to understand. Like y'all, when you go to an event, I didn't have any medals on me, and I made sure that because I was like, I'm not gonna get checked again. Now you're gonna check me one time, I'm gonna get checked again. But in the occasion that you do have extra medal or something like that, don't argue and fuss if they checking you again. Like you gonna get in, but you would much rather be safe than sorry. True enough, there was a lot of people there, and I think that everybody was there for a good time. I know everybody was there for a good time because nothing unruly happened. But y'all,
because
stop complaining.
Kevonstage are good vibes. So everybody there was in a good mood. So to have someone having a little negative attitude, we was like, no. We're not gonna have that.
Just chill out.
Just chill.
Just chill out. You finna go in. And you got in a timely manner. Mm-hmm. So anyway, the show started, and they started out by like, playing all the songs, and we was just like, oh. And the cool thing was the songs at the beginning were songs like Atlanta-based songs. So you had a little trap. You getting crunk.
It was so fun. They did because they always do like playlists on their podcast. So they did we should do a playlist show one time.
Oh.
Anyways, they did like their top 10 or 12.
Top 12 Atlanta songs.
Yeah. And that was fun.
Okay, so what one song that you like your favorite one that they did?
With Sweat. Because it was fun, because that one always get everybody involved. Mm-hmm. And everybody be like, with sweat.
You about to lose your life, honey. Don't
she just will go with the flow. Just go with the flow.
Stop. See, the one that I liked was the girl, the way we do it got me in a trance. DJ turn me up, lady, it's your turn.
Angel was killing it.
Yeah,
she was there. She kept talking about her knees bad, but her girl act like her knees ain't bad.
They wasn't bad that night. They wasn't bad that night at all. Stop. It wasn't bad that night at all. But
so it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. And then they so they just talked about different topics that of course people want to talk about. So they was talking about Holyfield's Get Back in the Ring.
No, Mike Tyson,
Jesus. Mike Tyson is getting back in the ring.
And that boy, he finna fight. I don't think he's gonna make it. Like, I know Mike Tyson old, but Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson.
I wouldn't want to fight Mike Tyson.
Mm-mm.
That's like fighting Mike Tyson is like going back to your school and the high school bully and being like, now what's up? Unless you done got real big and real swole and they done got real out of shape, then you might have a chance. But I don't think I even want to confront my high school bully anymore.
You had a bully in high school?
Mm-mm. Oh, I did. I did have a bully in high school.
Really?
We're gonna talk about that next time.
I did not know this.
I did have a bully in high school.
I didn't have a bully.
And the thing, this is a crazy thing, just briefly. It was a boy. It was an older boy. I was a sophomore and he was a senior. And you was a bully. For what?
Wow, push on.
For what?
Push on. Anyway, so the night went on. And they did kind of like their podcast thing. They talked about topics, and, got the crowd engaged, and it was such a nice time. And I even met Miss Kevonstage's sister from their podcast, Gin and Juice. I took a picture with her. I'll post it later. I'll just pop it up. I love her. She's amazing. She's also on TikTok. Her thing is, I'm not a lawyer, but that's her thing on TikTok. And she'll tell you what's going on.
One thing she talked about, she didn't talk about it, but Angel and Kia talked about it when they were saying how she was talking about the young blood debacle.
So that was fun. Their whole crew is inspirational because it's like a group of young adults. They may be a little older than us. I think Angel is the oldest out of everyone. Well, Tony Baker, the guy who did the animals. Mm-hmm. I'm just talking about a group of friends. He's the oldest probably. But all of them are like, because it's hard to make friends as adults. So all of them are like really cool people, seem like. I don't know them personally. I would like to. You guys, we can be friends. Hey.
Y'all, let me tell you this. So
we got a podcast.
After the show, Kim was like, oh, we got to stick around. And I don't know what she thought was gonna happen. I guess she thought that it was gonna pop out and was oh, Candace, we want to meet you and you only. Yes. That's what she was hoping for. Yes. But nobody showed up. But
Mel and her husband Goose, they came out and spoke, and so I was happy because I liked them too. They are absolutely amazing.
And she was fangirling, real bad. Like she was like, "Oh my god!"
First of all, I ain't do all that.
I said, Ken, I can take the picture if you want to.
I asked her, I was like, "Can I take a picture with you? I absolutely love y'all podcast, Gin and Juice." And she was like, "Oh my god!" She was like, "I'm glad y'all know me like that." That's what she said.
And then Ken was like, "Oh, and let me tell you this." Like, I was just like, oh, baby, she's not at a supermarket and she don't care. Kim was like, oh, let me tell you this. Tell such and such that.
I was just like, tell him thank you for his, because what her husband does, he give you like tips and tricks on how to fix your house and do repairs and stuff like that. She's over exaggerated because she's a hater.
I should have recorded it to pop that up.
She is a hater. I was just like, oh my god, tell Goose I really appreciate the videos.
And he was behind us. You should come when it's over.
I didn't realize it. I was like, tell him that I absolutely appreciate his videos because they're so helpful. And then she was like, girl, I be telling them, help the people out because they be needing to know. And I was like, thank you because I love them. And then we left.
And she was like this.
Sure, not like you can't enjoy life.
No, I'm not saying that. It was just
that's what she said. She said you're supposed to be there and see somebody who you excited about and just be like, what's up? All right, bye. Why can't I be excited? What sense does that make?
Y'all, it's just Candace.
Because it's
like,
Tabitha.
Look,
I did not do that.
I said, Ken, I'll take the picture for you.
No,
and
I was like,
oh, get my phone.
That was not.
And then she was like, then the girl said, okay, so girl was walking, had her little baby honey with her honey. Ken's like, and tell such and such.
I ain't going nowhere with you no more. Cause she just do the most. I was not that exaggerated. I was just talking like I was talking with her, me and Shonda. So believe what you want to believe. Because I have a little more decorum about myself.
I'm sure y'all do, honey. I'm sure y'all believe the truth.
The lie. The extreme lie. Because I was like, oh my gosh, let me take a picture with you. And she was like, yes, so I'm glad you guys know who I am. So I was getting ready to snap it. And Sean was like, I can take the picture for you. That was it.
Honey,
it wasn't no, oh my God. And it wasn't no, oh my God, I'll take a picture with my phone.
Anyway, the show was amazing. Kevonstage and Angel, Thatchickangel,
I don't like you no more,
did an amazing job. We sang songs, we danced, honey. They had a little whole praise break at the end, and Kevonstage was running
over Toy Story.
It was hilarious, but honey, it was a word for the people, and it was so funny because he ran through the crowd, and then he told this one guy, he said, "Oh, stand up because you got an anointing of God, honey." And the man stood up. He said, "Oh, sit down because I thought you was my height. Sit down. You're too tall. I don't want nobody tall sitting beside me." And then his father-in-law was in the audience, and he was like, "Oh, you stand up, honey. You have an anointing, honey. The man that your wife is going to marry is going to change the family's life forever, honey." And they was like, "Well, because he was, of course, talking about himself." But yeah, it was a really good show.
It was really fun. So afterwards, I don't even want to talk about afterwards. We had fun. We went to a place and played Top Golf and dodgeball and what other games they had? Baseball.
Tennis. No, not tennis. Golf, dodgeball,
baseball.
It
was football. But it was like this little Top Golf thing where you can throw these items like this screen, and you're playing all these sports, and they bring you food and drinks, and it's just a good time. Mm-hmm. So we did that afterwards late, and just hung out late, and then came home with bed.
It was good though. Honey, the zombies on that thing was scary, honey. Scared me to.
So the characters who you have to throw the balls at are little monsters, right? And so if they get close enough, they just do this kind of jump scare where they just pop up on the screen and be like, rah! This girl screamed and took off running for real. Like it was finna come out and get here. I'm just like,
y'all, I was close to the screen. I was not expecting him to do that. And it was almost like he was at me. And I think I felt a wind. I was like, ooh.
Child, can you see the difference in our stories? Even though I'm talking about something with Shonda, I could have exaggerated it and be like, oh my God, so she was scared of this thing and it came in and said, right? She was like, no,
it's the dramatics.
I'm not going to do that.
Do y'all enjoy the dramatics that I bring?
My friend.
Do y'all enjoy the dramatics that I bring to this lovely show? I'm sure you do.
The extra unnecessary dramatics. But homegirl, I wish I had just put my phone down. I should have kept it up because how she took off running I had like stitches in my side. I was laughing so hard I had tears. I couldn't even go my turn because I was trying to breathe. But it was so funny.
It was fun, and the only reason we got to do that was because we had went inside, and some people had apparently made a reservation to be in that section, but they didn't show up. So what happened was we got there, and we was like, "Oh, we want to do the golf and eat thing, whatever." And the show was actually at the Battery. Excuse me, if you're familiar with Atlanta, the Battery is where the Atlanta Braves Stadium actually is, and they have shops and restaurants like that. So we went to the restaurant, I think it's called Top Golf, but you can do golf and stuff in there and eat. And pretty decent menu as well.
Yeah, the food was
was good. You know what though? They say that Top Golf food do be good. I've heard that before.
I've never really heard of Top Golf.
Yeah, so I've heard the Top Golf food being good anyway. But anyway, so what happened was some people had reserved their little spot, and the girl got there. We was like, "Oh, can we do it?" She's like, "Well, it could be y'all in 7 minutes. We have a party supposed to come up, but they hadn't got here yet, so y'all have 7 minutes." So it was okay. So shortly after that, she was like, "Okay, 5 minutes." And so another guy came up there to man the little host desk, and so she was like, in a few minutes, you can just take them over there. And he was like, "Oh, it's a party supposed to come." And she was like, "Yeah, but they're not here yet. And they have 5 minutes to be here." And he was like, "Did you call them?" And she's like, "Yep, I called them and I got, or I messaged them and I got no answer." So he was like, "Well, let me call them." Sir, wait a minute now. She done said she texted them and they didn't answer. So if she texted them and they answer, they made the reservation. Why are you doing the extra? Let us have the space.
Shouldn't get so worked up over that.
They didn't come, and we got the space.
Exactly.
Actually, we didn't even have to wait. After said that, honey, he said, "Come on," because I knew he knew it made sense. So he said, "Come on, honey." We just got escorted to the back.
She just bullied that man.
It's not bullying.
Just bullied that man into taking us into the back, just raising sand for no reason.
How much sense does it make if these people if they made a reservation and they ain't there, and you got a message and you didn't respond? Why are we calling them again? Baby, they don't want to come. They don't want to be there. We want to be there. Let us be there.
Anyways, it was lots of fun. Like, if you're in the area. And then we saw something else. We was like, "Oh, we're going to have to try it next time," called Sand Pit?
Sandbox.
Sandbox. It's like a virtual reality escape room.
Mm-hmm.
So we was like, "Oh, we're going to have to try that next time and go on an adventure." But I recorded everything. So hopefully I can make it look pretty and post it either here on YouTube. I just post it everywhere. Somebody will see it and maybe y'all will want to peruse further. Proceed with the video. So I don't know what words I'm trying to say.
Peruse.
So you guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your lazy Sunday. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Peace up.
And cut.